do you think cybersecurity is actually important? Does it really matter?
So we've had situation where people becomes a victim by merely clicking a link in their WhatsApp or even via their email. So
Yeah.
these are phishing emails, right?
How do you know when your WhatsApp is cloned?
A guy cloned his girlfriend WhatsApp, and then
True.
all he's just doing is to be watching those
Okay.
conversations that are going on there. So he doesn't go ahead to
Your chat
send
people and
people's
make
message.
yourself
Yeah,
known. Make
exactly. There's malware whereby they just send in a virus to your system, and then it gives them control over whatever they want over your device. You are likely to notice some unusual behavior of your application, your app, and then you could have excessive battery drain because at that point you are not the only one using it.
so I'm taking my antivirus serious from right
Exactly,
now.
you should.
Odushino Adeyemi Sodiq is a tech innovator and the co-founder of Fully, a platform transforming agriculture through technology. But beyond building digital solutions, he is passionate about creating a safer internet space for everyone. In this episode of Understanding Crime for a Safer Community, Adeyemi breaks down the role of technology in security, crime prevention, and digital safety. It's a conversation that sheds light on the digital world's impact on real life safety. Don't miss it.
Hello, everyone. Hi, Stone Circle fam. Welcome back to another episode of Stone Circle Podcast. Let's talk safety and preach peace of mind. Hi, my name is Jennifer, your host, and today we are going to be talking about a very interesting topic. The topic is actually one that I promise you guys you are going to learn a lot from. So today we are discussing cybersecurity made simple, how to safeguard your digital life. So that is the topic for today. And please, before we go into this, I would like to ask you, our amazing viewers, to go and see the previous episodes of Stone Circle Podcast and leave your impressions there. You can like, comment, and encourage us to do more because all we are all about is how to teach you how to be safe while still maintaining your peace of mind. Joining me in the studio today is an amazing personality. He is here today to dissect this topic with us, cybersecurity. And let me just introduce him. Today, joining me in the studio is Mr. Sadiq. Hello, Mr. Sadiq.
Hi,
How are you doing
I'm
today?
good. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Thank you for joining us today.
It's my pleasure.
All right. So, Mr. Sadiq is here today, and let's look forward to learning. We are looking forward to learning a lot from you, actually.
Actually.
All right. Can you please say hello to our viewers? Tell us about yourself.
Yeah, hello everyone. My name is Adeyemi Sadiq. I am a front-end developer and I am also an advocate for a safe internet space. It's really good to be here and I'm hoping to have a very good moment.
Right. Thank you very much, Mr. Sadiq. That was a very simple introduction. You said you're an advocate for safe internet space. Can you enlighten us more on that?
Okay, so today we have recurring issues on cyber threats and cyber bullying
Yeah.
uh, situations globally and even locally here. So what we do, me and some of my colleagues, what we do is at regular intervals, we go out there to sensitize people and let them know that this is how they could safeguard their data or this is how they could, use the internet safely. So this is what we do, like couple of like in a year we could do an outreach for like 2 to 3 times, and then
Interesting.
yeah, we get to reach out to people and educate them and also sensitize them on how to be cyber careful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. So, as a front end developer, can you tell us what it entails to be a front end developer?
Okay. For front-end developer, in just in the simplest way I can, our viewers can get to understand
Mm-hmm.
is we are the guys behind the code that that renders what you the user see at the frontal side of your application that you use. So what I'm saying is the button that you press, the form that you fill, the pages that you scroll, is a front-end developer that that are behind that.
Wow, interesting. So
Yeah,
that makes you the very right person to be talking to today because I think you relate more to this topic, cybersecurity, because it's all about protecting your safeguarding your digital life. And I think you mentioned coding, so I know that all these things are interconnected and all.
exactly.
All right, so let's hear from you. Why do you think cybersecurity is actually important? Does it really matter?
Oh, very, very important. So because we are in a digital world, the world is a global village today, and you have to be cyber conscious of your digital assets and your digital space. So it could be costly for an individual who is not cyber conscious, and it could be costly for organizations. And this is why organizations spend billions of dollars annually, to secure their cyberspace.
Yeah.
So this could be their server, this could be their application, their endpoints, or what have you. I mean, their digital asset generally. So for individuals also, it costs an individual a whole lot if you're not careful, right? So your data can be phished,
Yeah.
your data can be breached, and then you could suffer a lot from there.
Yeah.
We've had issues where um, people phone were hacked and then their accounts were drained up. So these are some kind of threats that are out there. So that's why it's very, very important to be cyber conscious. Yeah.
Nice, interesting. So, I know a lot of my viewers, a lot of our viewers will be wondering what cybersecurity actually is because, we just dived into it. So, can you explain to us in your own understanding, what cybersecurity is?
Okay. Cybersecurity is the practice of securing your digital assets, like your server, your digital device, could be
Mm-hmm.
your computer or your phone, could be network, or could be your cloud storage, or even data, your data information. So it's the way to secure it, the practice to secure it, in order to prevent it from attacks or unauthorized access. Yeah. So if you are able to do this, you are ensured to maintain integrity and security of your digital assets in general.
Interesting.
Yeah,
So, safeguarding your digital assets. Okay.
exactly.
Nice. So, tell us what are ways that one can fall prey to these crimes? You mentioned phishing, hacking, and all those stuff. What are ways that one can fall prey to these actions?
Okay, so for individuals, you have to be careful not to. I mean, so these attacks comes in couple of ways. So it could be through phishing, it could be from um, these bad guys, the hackers, right, sending a Trojan or viruses through to
Okay.
your device. So this could be ransomware.
Yeah.
This could also be there are a couple of attacks out there,
Ways.
right?
Yeah.
So what you need to do as an individual is to ensure that you are very cyber conscious, right? So for instance, there's what we call phishing. So the bad guys, they could want to get into your they could get into your email by sending you emails, and there's this link that they could put in your emails or even through WhatsApp, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we've had situation where people becomes a victim by merely clicking a link in their WhatsApp or even via their email. So
Yeah.
these are phishing emails, right?
Yeah.
So we also have what we call ransomware, whereby you get locked out of your device, and then the bad guys is asking for something in return to allow you to have access back. So they don't only do this to individuals; they also do it for businesses. So
Oh,
they could lock out their system, and then they are
is
demanding for
it?
one thing or the other before they allow you have access, right? So there's malware whereby they just send in a virus to your system, and then it gives them control over whatever they want over your device or your data.
Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting. So that leads me to actually asking, um, situations. I know it's not just me. A lot of us are on this table that you are just there on your WhatsApp, clicking through your chats and all, and then a friend actually could actually send you something and be like, okay, register for get an iPhone 14 or get 10 gigabytes of data. Click this link and all those stuff. Is it related? Are those part of the ways that people can actually lose access to their digital?
Yeah, it's pretty related.
Okay.
So that's what we call clickbait, right? So they want to
Clickbait.
give you something in return, but those things are promised, like you're never gonna get it because in most cases they look too good to be true, right?
Yeah.
So you need to be very, very conscious, like
Conscious.
you
Yeah.
need to be skeptical, right? So if it looks too good to be true, it means you need to be, yeah, you need to be very, very careful, like very careful. So those kind of links, some of them could be the bad guys, what they just want, because sometimes it's not even just about the hacking, right? So they could just want to get traffic from you.
Oh.
They want you to come down to their website and then they sell you adverts. So on those
Okay.
websites, sometimes you see you are just clicking the button to claim what they ask you to claim, but at the end of
Yeah.
the day,
So
you're
that
not even
maybe
getting
play a
it.
mini
So they
game or
keep referring
something.
you to another website, or
True.
you are still on the website, and then there's just nowhere else to go or nothing to get at the end of the day. So for some of them, it's just the traffic. Why for some, if you just click any of those links, just forget it. Your phone is hacked, or your computer or your device is hacked, or even they could have a remote access to your device, and then they can do whatever they want to do at the other side of your device. So one needs to be very, very careful and be very conscious about the link they click out there.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow, that's interesting. I just got that it could actually not be something serious, but to gain traffic in those their sites.
exactly.
Yeah, interesting. So what do you have to say about being extra? Like you mentioned, you have to be conscious. So in the process of being conscious, what do you have to say about these what's it called? Two-factor authentications, using it to protect apps and devices.
Okay, two-factor authentication is important. So it helps you add an extra layer to access your digital account or your digital assets. Say, for instance, your social media, right? So if someone is going to have access to your social media elsewhere from your device, if you have two-factor authentication in
Yeah.
place, it only means that that person cannot have access to to your account without, going through the second.
Phase.
Yes, second phase of confirming that it is
It's
actually you
actually you,
that is
yes.
accessing that account, or you are authorizing someone to do so. So it now depends on how you have applied your two-factor authentication. That could be via your phone or via another device, or maybe by receiving a token, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so for Google as an example, now they allow you to use your device for confirmation. So if someone else is logging into your account, they send you a two-factor
Authentication.
notification via
Yeah.
your notification. You could also use your PIN, because there's where you have this setting of two-factor authentication where you can get some pins, right? So
Yeah.
you can use it to log in, just in case you want to have access to your account without your password yourself. So I think two-factor is very, very important, and it could even prevent you from hacking, right?
Yes, yes,
Because
yes.
if the bad guy wants to have access to your account,
They'll need
I
to
mean,
go
they
through
need to
those.
go
Yeah.
through. And if they have to, have access, it's going to be a very, very difficult thing for them to do because they have none of your device
Yes.
or none of this second layer you have put in place to prevent them from accessing your account. So two-factor authentication is very, very important.
Interesting. So I just something just came to my head when we were speaking. You said something about you know, being very sure or about the links.
Okay.
So is there a way to know to authenticate a specific link, a URL that's been sent to you to know, okay, once you see it, is there a way for someone that is not, digitally inclined with all those stuff, to know how to know the authentic ones, the ones I should click, is it legit, or if I should click this one or not
Also, the thing is, in most cases, it's better not to click, right?
at all?
yes, in most cases, better not to click. For me personally, I hardly click links, even if it's someone that I trust that sends it to me. And this usually comes up even in WhatsApp, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So if someone just sends you a link, and then they're expecting you to follow through, right? So I think there was one time a guy keeps sending me a link on my WhatsApp. It's one of my former colleague, right?
Yeah.
But he keeps sending me links and sending me links, sending me links. I was like, okay, this is way too much. Like someone could, you could even make, if you, even if it intend not to click it, sometimes you may mistakenly
Just
click it
yeah.
sometimes. So I don't even care if it's what it is actually. So I just told him, please do not send me this kind of link again. Right. So it's really hard to decipher which is authentic or not, right? But
Mm.
what I do is I tend to go and try to, check the how authentic it is. I do not click that link, but I take the URL and go
Yeah.
and put it on my browser. Then I see the landing page. I get to know what exactly the page is about, right? But for me to click that link itself, no, I don't do that. So I just get, maybe if, for example, if it's facebook.com, I go and type it on the browser and, get to see what's happening on the page, and then I get the information that I need. Yeah.
Interesting. So this is something that people can actually do on their own. They don't need like professionals to do this.
No, you don't.
You can
No, you
actually
don't.
do this.
Yes, no, you don't. And sometimes those links, you know, the unauthentic ones sometimes might be carrying some unusual extensions, right?
Yeah.
So majorly we used to have these domain extension like .com, .ng,
Yes,
.org,
yes,
right?
true, true.
So if you start seeing extension like .za, some weird extensions, right? You need to start becoming
Question
skeptical,
it,
right?
yes.
And even some of the extensions that you have before those .com, .org, .ng also matters a lot, because those are parts to the web page you are accessing, right? So just ensure that you're seeing, especially if the URL is coming from a known source, right?
Mm.
You can you know just try to type it in the URL and see what it is about. Don't try to click the link directly, because a lot of things might have been hidden in that link itself.
Yes. Okay,
Yeah.
does it mean that once you click the link, it instantly exposes you?
Instantly. Yeah. So we've had a couple of WhatsApp issue like that, that when you click that link, they take authority of your WhatsApp and they lock you out, and they can start using that your WhatsApp to, all these guys, that's what they do. They get access to your WhatsApp, and then they start using it for, you know, they could
Oh,
reach out to one of your contacts saying it's from you.
yes,
They want you to help them
very
some sort of
skeptical.
assistance.
I'm always very skeptical when I see people say my WhatsApp was hacked.
Yeah.
I always be like, how? This is something that is so personal. Like, how did the person come to your phone? I always feel like the person actually came to their phone to log them out, and I don't understand how it's so possible. Can you enlighten me on that?
So sometimes what they do is remote access, right?
Okay.
Remote access, and then sometimes when you click those links, um they get couple of your details, and they are able to change the details that make you able to secure your WhatsApp yourself.
Oh,
Yeah, so that exposes your details to them, and then they can easily change one or two things, so they lock you out from your WhatsApp yourself. So that's how they go about this.
interesting. I'm sure I'm not just the one on this table. I know a lot of you guys, my viewers, are on this table. You always click links, especially when you see all those you call it clickbaits.
Yeah.
You see those clickbaits, you want to like jump into it. Let me go and win my own iPhone 14 and all those stuff. So let's be careful, guys. Let's be careful. So let's talk about malware, antiviruses.
Okay.
So can you tell us more about antivirus?
So antivirus are what we should have on our devices. Could be your phone, could be your computers. So these
Are
are
they
what,
necessary?
yeah, they are necessary. They are very, very necessary, because this gives you some layer of security, right? For some of those threats that you are not seeing yourself. Yeah, so this gives you, because have you noticed where you go to a website and then you are getting some notification from maybe your installed application, from your installed antivirus, that this website you're going
Yes,
to,
is
it's, yeah, kind of not secure and stuff like that.
yes,
So
yes, yes, yes.
ideally, if you don't have that antivirus installed, you don't know yourself because what the danger in that website is not visible to you.
Yeah.
Yes, so that's why the antivirus is quite very important to have on our devices.
I used to see it as a burden, guys. I used to see it as a burden because it's always like popping up when you want to do like some stuff. It pops up and be like,
Yeah.
okay, you need to do this, you need to clean
So
up,
you
you
need to
need to,
verify the source of the application you are installing
yeah,
because, if it's not from a reliable source, that could be a danger to your devices. So
true.
ordinarily, you wouldn't have known
Yeah, true, true.
exactly. But because you have this antivirus, they let you know some of these things.
Mm.
Yeah,
Okay. So I'm taking my antivirus serious from right
exactly.
now.
You should.
All right. So let's talk about updates because I think that is also very sequential to our topic.
Yeah.
Doing like updates on your devices, is there a way for you to become exposed to these stuffs when doing these updates? Is it possible?
No,
It's not.
it's not. It's not. So already initially you have an installed version of your operating system that you
Yes.
want to update. So I think that's in a way already, giving you the security you need, right?
Mm-hmm.
So in the face of changing it, that shouldn't be an issue because I mean, a couple of those upgrade in the face of switching between one version to another, um, there's really no issue, right? It's just for you to interface them, you know, once the other one is on board. That's the protection at that level. So you shouldn't have a problem. The only situation where you have a problem is if the new version you are putting on your system is buggy, and that might be from the organization themselves. So
Yeah.
and then some of these things are usually quickly resolved even before it gets to the level of you installed. So that means we have rare occasion where system upgrade or software upgrade gives you issues, right? Yeah.
Interesting. I have someone that is always very scared. Let me just say it's my mom. She's
Okay.
always very scared of updating her phones. She'd be like, I don't know, it just gives her a sense of not being in control of her phone because once you're done updating, it goes off, then
Okay.
comes on, and everything starts afresh, and she'd be like, these people want to off these people want to hack my phone, and I don't know what's happening to my phone. It's just operating on its own, it's updating everything. So I'm just going to wish that she's watching this podcast
Exactly.
so that she will know that her phone is not being hacked and it's necessary to update
Mom, you are safe.
it.
Don't worry.
Okay, thank you very much. So another aspect I would like you to emphasize on is WhatsApp. WhatsApp is something that almost everybody uses. So how do you know when your WhatsApp is cloned? Because I think this is another way that people lose control of their devices, and most people do not even know when these things happen.
You mean WhatsApp cloned or
Yeah.
phone cloned? Okay,
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
your WhatsApp can be cloned too, right?
And your phone
Someone
can be
can, yeah,
cloned.
your access to your phone can be remote as well. Your WhatsApp could be
When you
cloned.
say remote, what
But
do you mean?
so if someone have a remote access to your phone, it means they can do a couple of things you do on your phone. Like they can even have access to applications that you have on your phone, and then they can operate on like your normal operation that you do on your phone. They can do it remotely as well. So that's what it is.
So
And for your WhatsApp, it could be tracked. People can even clone it, like have access to exactly what you're doing on your WhatsApp remotely as well. So like chats
without having to interact with you to go
without
through your
having to
phone.
interact with you. But ideally the way you know is that you are likely to notice some unusual behavior of your application, your app, like, and then you could have excessive battery drain because at that point you're not the only one using it. And you definitely notice some weird behavior, like you might not have logged in and then you could be getting notification as if you are
Yeah,
on, right?
login, yeah,
Yes. And probably maybe you didn't even send some couple of people some messages and
messages,
stuff
and
like
then you
that.
see
So
them.
um these are some ways to know, like the app just behaves abnormally even. from what, not exactly how it does behave before. Like sometimes you could see like the app is running on the background
Yeah.
while you didn't actually
Open.
open it, right? So it's really, but I feel like it's kind of, it might be difficult for you to notice, right?
Yeah.
It might be difficult for you to notice because it's an it's a remote access. So what you just do is, what these guys do is to, have but especially if they are not actually operating, like maybe sending people message.
Yes, yes, they're very
Some people do,
subtle
yeah,
in their
some people just do
interactions.
this just to, we've had situation whereby a guy cloned his girlfriend WhatsApp, and then
True.
all he's just doing is to be
No
watching those
people.
conversations that are going on there. So he doesn't go ahead to
Chat
send
people and
people's
make
message.
itself
Yeah,
known, make his
exactly.
presence
I
known.
guess, but there are some USSD codes that
Is there a way to protect one's stuff from
we
this?
have a couple of USSD code, not that I can remember any right now, but there are a couple of them that you can use to check if your line, your number, your mobile number is being, if there's any sort of suspicious operation going on with your line, that you can use to take it down. So yeah.
Interesting. Wow. Okay, so you were talking about remote access. So can you say that this remote access can, because I'm wondering how people gain this access. Do you understand? Can you say is from connecting to Wi-Fi's, public Wi-Fi hotspots? Yeah.
Yeah, so if you, yeah, it's one of those. So that's why you need to be careful of the um public Wi-Fi you make use of, right? So for example, if the bad guys want to get information, they want to breach a couple of people's information, right? What they do, they could set up a public Wi-Fi, and then they can see activities of this user, right? So for
Wait,
example, if we have, for instance, we have um a free Wi-Fi for the lounge of the lounge
a hotel?
in hotel, or even in the airports.
Yeah,
They
true.
they
Airport.
usually have public Wi-Fi. So the bad guys could just set up one up that looks similar like the actual one. So if you join,
And keep it open.
yeah, it keeps it open. So it's just like putting a kind of something down there for people to access, and then they can, by so doing,
Yeah.
you know have access to your activities
So
from
once
you
you
joining that
connect to
network.
that network,
So it's actually not a secure network for you. So they can get to see your activities and all of that.
this is for my ocean free people.
Yeah.
Once you see like a hotspot
So
that is
what you
free
should do, if you see those kind of
Wi-Fi,
public Wi-Fi, ensure that you are getting the the passwords to
password to it,
such networks, from someone that you,
reliable
yeah, from a
person,
reliable person, so you could know that
safe.
you're safe.
So, for my people we like free off things, it's not all free Wi-Fi that you connect to. So from what he
Exactly.
explained, once you connect to them, they can have access to your data,
Activities.
to your activities. So please let's be safe out there. Wow, you've really done justice to this our topic today.
Thank
So
you.
there's one last point I would like you to touch about, concerned about. When it comes to sharing locations,
Mhm.
go to your IG, you be like at, take a picture, you share your live locations, and does he put you in harm's way? Like, can your device be hacked?
By sharing your
Your
location.
locations, yeah.
No,
Oh,
no, your device cannot be hacked because you shared your location, right? So that doesn't give anyone a basis to be able to hack you.
yeah,
So it doesn't, except if it's going to be a physical, right?
yeah,
Maybe it's someone
yeah. Someone
out
that
there
wants to
who was
hurt you,
here,
yeah.
kind of thing, like to just give them the current location you are at, for them to but digitally it doesn't.
Nothing can
Yeah,
happen.
no, it doesn't.
Interesting.
It doesn't.
All right. Okay. Thank you very much, Mr. Sadiq,
You're welcome.
for sharing this knowledge with us. It has been very insightful. I know a lot of my viewers have learned a lot from everything we've said. All right, guys. So, these people, we are the ones that give them access most times. Do you agree?
Yeah. And I will also say, for those of us that have passwords that are made of our date of birth, it's one of those things that the bad guys, it's one of those things that the bad guys use to, access your digital accounts, right? So
Date of birth,
exactly. Even some people even use their date of birth as their
ATM
ATM pin, you
pin.
see. So it's like you're doing giveaway for these guys. If someone out there could just, they could just see your name and then they'll be like, oh, who is this guy? They check your Facebook and
Oh my God.
support
No,
block
right?
at the end of
Because
the day.
ATMs has names, so they could actually go
Exactly.
to your
They could find out more
Facebook
about you and then
and find out your
one
date
of
of
the
birth
easiest
and
things
be
they
like,
can
okay,
get access to your date of birth. So
how you serious?
and even
Guys,
some
stop
people
using
use
your
date
date
of
of
birth
birth
for their digital account, maybe their social media account. So
passwords. Yeah. So
it's
what would
one of
you
those
what would you
things.
what would you recommend? What would you suggest makes up a strong password?
So a strong password should be alphanumeric, like should have alphabets and numbers. Yeah,
Not
so
just
not
numbers,
just
not just
numbers or
alphabets.
alphabets. You could even add special characters to
Okay.
it, like asterisk or hash. So it makes it more difficult to break than using just numbers or alphabet.
Yeah, that's just what I was saying, that we actually let these people into our spaces, our digital
Exactly.
spaces. Because why will you be using your password, using your date of birth as your password? I'm covering my face because I am part of those people. I don't like
It's
stress.
it's
Honestly,
you need
I
to
feel
you
like
need to make a change.
I know, right?
Yeah.
I should. Guys,
Okay.
please stop using your date of birth as your password. Make it more concrete. Try to make it stronger. Like what you said, alphanumeric numbers, alphabets. Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Sadiq. It has
Well,
been really, really nice. Okay, guys. Remember, Stone Circle is all about safety and peace of mind. Peace of mind above everything. Try to protect your peace of mind at all times. It's not all about safeguarding your digital assets, because once you are safe, once your devices are safe, once your data are safe, you have your peace of mind. You are free to, you are calm, you're at peace to do everything you are doing. So, you know, let's cultivate that habit, guys. So if you are looking forward to drop tips, or you want to share any experience with us that has made you lose some of your data, that has made you, any experience you want to share with us, don't forget to click on the link below and share your experiences with us. And guys, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this podcast. Don't forget to do this for us, because these are things that encourage us. Mr. Sadiq, you want to say
yeah,
something?
so I just want to quickly say this to our viewers.
Yeah,
So like they need to be cyber conscious.
yeah.
So they need to watch out for phishing links that people do send to them. So if it's too good to be true, um, it's not
Probably not
true.
true.
Yeah, it's not true. So they need to watch out for phishing links. They need to also check the source of um, these links, or the source of any form of thing that they feel like could be a danger that has been sent to them. They should try and verify the source, right? So also, they should ensure that they use a secure password, alphanumeric, like we mentioned, for their digital assets or their devices,
Yeah,
right?
apps.
So it's even gonna be safer for us as time goes on, because we now have biometric passwords, right? You can use
True.
your PIN, you can use your
Fingerprint,
fingerprint, you can use your face, among others, right?
voice
Yes.
recognition. True.
So let's just be safe out there, and it could cost us a lot if we are not cyber conscious, right? Let's be cyber conscious and let's stay safe. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, guys. Until next time on Stone Circle Podcast. So keep staying safe, keep being smart, and keep shining. See you all next time. Bye bye.